Hello YouTube, welcome back to Driving Up Stocks. Thank you for joining me on this sunny Thursday. No worries if the sun's bothering you, if you're getting some glare off the old freshly shaved dome, I apologize. My angle will change as I turn, so stay tuned. If this is your first time joining us on Driving Up Stocks, we talk about the stock market on our daily commute, give Robinhood portfolio updates, a little bit of inspirational messages now and again. We break down stock terminology. Once in a great while, we have a special edition where we might break down a specific type of stock or a specific area that we're asked to break down. The only thing that I ask of you is make sure, if you have not already, please be sure to hit that subscribe button. And before you take off, whether you watch the whole video or just the first minute, please make sure that you climb the turnbuckle, jump off the top, and nail that like button with the Macho Man Randy Savage flying elbow, pretty please, with cream and sugar on top. I very much appreciate it. It helps me, it helps everyone else, because then it makes it look like we're doing a great job, and I hope that we are. I'm sure if I wasn't doing a great job, you would tell me in the comments below. If I'm doing great, tell me I'm doing great. If I'm doing terrible, tell me I'm doing terrible. Just give me something down there, please and thank you. Again, make sure you hit that like button before you take off. Now, Wednesday, as we know, this is our midweek update for our Robinhood portfolio. We did close Wednesday's trading day at $215.40. So we're up about 8.6% since Monday. Now there's a couple factors there. One, Tuesday, as I mentioned before, or Monday, whatever day that was. I had put in my, last week I put in my $10, my monthly investment for June. I put in last week. We talked about that on the last episode. Being a new month and being that stocks are still down at a definite buy-in point, I went ahead and put in my $10 monthly investment for July Wednesday before the trading day opened. And being my birthday this weekend, I am going to see if I can sweet talk to Lady Friend into letting me throw another $10 in this month here, because stocks are still pretty low, pretty reasonably priced. So, what do we do with that $10? Well, I'm going to tell you. It's weird too. It's really weird. And you are gonna question my judgment. Henceforth, you will question my judgment. You will probably never trust my stock picks again. I'm going to tell you a little. This will be actually a stock-related story time. Wow. Okay. I have two stocks on my watch list that are there for, we'll say, strange reasons. Okay. The first one. Let's see, I'm trying to think of when it was. I want to say late October, early November. Never heard of this company before, never heard of this stock, never seen it anywhere. I had a dream about a stock, and it didn't, nothing about the company. It was just this reoccurring like voice that said buy EDF. What is EDF? I still didn't really know. It's been so long since it's on my watch list, and it'll drop in price and I'll think about buying, but I never do. But it's an ETF, electronically traded funds. So I want to say it's in the energy sector, if I remember correctly. Remember the old noggin here, the old getting old noggin serves me correctly. I want to say it's an energy company, monthly dividend payer. When I started looking at it, it was around $13. It's now down around like 8 or 9, because as we know, everything's dipped. But I literally had a dream where I heard the name of this stock, and so it's been on my watch list, and I've been thinking about buying it quite some time now. So like I said, since October, November, it's been on my watch list. The other weird one, I have a lot of friends, and you'll see them down in the comments, because most of my support group here is from the beauty community. They have graciously accepted me into their fold, because I'm quite beautiful. I'm not, but we seem to get along very well with the members of the beauty community. They're very supportive. So I started, and my lady friend, obviously, she big into, you know, the makeup thing, hair and makeup. She'd gone to cosmetology school for a while, didn't like it, just likes doing her own thing, didn't want to mess with other people and whatnot. So I'm surrounded by the beauty community, basically. So if we're gonna start doing a little research on it, start looking into some companies, you know, is there any way I can, you know, buy in? Because that's one thing they tell you. It's one piece of advice they give you when you say, what's, you know, when you first start investing, what stock should I buy? Buy what you buy. What does that mean? If you drink a lot of Coca-Cola, right there, you should be buying stock in Coca-Cola. People joke about that all the time, like, oh my gosh, I drink so much of that, I should just buy stock in it. Honestly, one that's on my watch list, I want a brick road. I'll get off of this brick road here in a second. It's like real old-fashioned. I'm a Big Red junkie. This video is not sponsored. Big Red, Keurig, Dr. Pepper, they're all owned by the same company, spoiler alert. If you want to sponsor me, I'm your guy right here. I drink the heck out of the Big Red. So yeah, that's something that it's on my watch list. It's, I think, ticker symbol's KDP. So Keurig, Dr. Pepper, Big Red, they're all under the same umbrella there. So looking at the beauty community stuff, because, you know, we're buying this stuff, so I might as well look at it. Obviously, Ulta Beauty, very strong. Elf Cosmetics, very strong. I mean, there's a few of them out there that are very strong. Well, there's one that stuck out for obvious reasons. Coty Cosmetics, or, you know, Coty whatever. Yeah, so not as big as the other two, kind of fallen out of favor, but they do have a pretty good thing going. I mean, what they're good at, they're good at. I mean, they sell high-end perfumes, hair dyeing products is a big thing that they have, and then branded cosmetics. What I mean by branded cosmetics, they actually own the Kylie Jenner cosmetic line. That is under them, and they were actually just in the news and had a little bit of a spike on their stock price earlier this week because they bought 20% stake in Kim Kardashian's cosmetic line. So now they are affiliated with two of the Kardashian beauty lines. So looked at them, and that's one I don't know what it was, but I was just really drawn to it. And it's not even spelled the same way as my name. I'm a C-O-D-Y, that's a C-O-T-Y, but I've just been really drawn to it. They actually originally, like, when I said if I ever buy it, I was gonna get it long term, but like several of the other ones, when all the stock prices and everything dipped, they cut their dividend. I don't know. Again, nobody's really started reporting on that. The ones that have cut their dividends, whether or not they're going to be permanent or temporary. So I decided that when I did pull the trigger and buy in, at least for now, it was going to be for a swing trade. So kind of what I've been using to judge it is, if you're familiar with the Robinhood app, at the end of each trading day, if you get on your app after 4 o'clock, it'll tell you like the top gainers and the top losers for the day. And Coty Cosmetics is pretty consistently on that list. There's a few of them that pop up more than others, even though there are many others that have a lot more volatility during the day and higher percentage of change. But for some reason, there's like Coty, L Brands. They used to own Victoria's Secret, but they sold that, I think, earlier this year. They sold the Victoria's Secret portion, and now their big thing is not Bed Bath & Beyond, Bath and Body Works. That's about all they have left on that one, and they are struggling. So Coty brand pops up there quite a bit. So it got to the point where I said, next time I have money in the buying power and I see Coty on there on the losers for the day, because it's always, it'll be on the losers today, 2 days later it's on the winners. So I said, you know what, I'm going to buy in. So Tuesday they were on the losers. I forget what percentage they were down for the day. Wednesday morning, got up and everything was starting to dip anyhow, so I figured even if I didn't buy in there were other stocks like Disney and stuff that were low that I could put that $10 into also. But I set a limit order for Coty. It had dipped. Went back up, dipped, kind of went back up a little bit. So I set a limit order at 451, but it was going up throughout the day. So I figured, well, I'm going to have that $10 at the end of the day. Well, then all of a sudden, kind of late afternoon, it triggered. I did get 2 shares, obviously, because I put $10 in. I did get 2 shares at $4.51 a share. Waiting for those to go back up. Earlier today, they did go up as high as $4.59. I'm trying to get about $4.60, $4.61. I'd like to make at least 10 cents off of each one. And really, this is, like I said, it's a weird reason to get into a stock. I don't advise doing things like that, but like just something that hit me and said, you ought to buy into this one. Plus, with the volatility, I knew I could do something. Now, granted, if you have a lot more money, again, we're a very small account, it's going to work out a lot better for you because you can buy a lot more shares, whereas I am limited to, again, buying 2 shares, so I'm not going to have as big a profit margin as if you could throw 3 or 4 grand into that and it goes up by 10 cents. You're looking pretty good there. So that was my big trade Wednesday before close, is those 2 shares. It was, like I said, it was up a little bit today. It's back down like in the 440s. So we'll hang on to that one. Again, I want to get at least 10 cents a share out of it. So we'll keep an eye on that. That right now is the only swing trade I have. Everything else is long term. Disney's been in the news. The stock markets have been up the past couple days, and they're saying that that's been triggered by like Pfizer and Disney have been up pretty substantially, which is a nice change up because Disney's had a lot of negative press as of late with their kind of some struggles with their park reopening, that their own employees and staff are saying they don't feel like their countermeasures for the what's going on in the world are not adequate enough. So they had quite a few dips. They're actually kind of back down today, but they did have a nice spike yesterday on Wednesday that really helped the markets out. Another thing that really drove things up yesterday was the June jobs report came out. They were expecting that to be pretty poor, and it actually was a lot better than they expected it to be. Very strong. Companies are back to work. Not only are they bringing their employees back, but they're looking to hire more. So very strong job report for June, and that's driven the market up. So that's really kind of helped stocks go up. So we are driving stocks up again. So that was kind of a big thing. Going back to the Coty for a minute, there is like some news out there. Like they had a spike this week because it was just announced this week that they bought that 20% stake in the Kim Kardashian. But about a month ago, they had a pretty big dip that's still hanging out there that could affect them down the road. There's a class action lawsuit filed against them, something to do with misrepresentation of some financial information from when they bought out Kylie Jenner. I believe they are full owner of the Kylie Jenner line now. It's just her. The only thing she has to do with it is her name's on it. But there was some false reporting, allegedly. So they got a class action lawsuit filed against them. So they had a pretty substantial dip at that time, and that could come back to bite us. Hopefully we're sold out of it by then, because again, unless they bring their dividend back, that's not something that I really look at long term. What in the heck else is going on? Birthday this weekend. I'll be turning the big 40. Gonna be 40. Pretty excited about that. A lot of crazy things going on the past couple weeks. The nice haircut, got the new glasses, the shave, turning 40. Good time to be alive. Good time to be alive. If we could just get rid of this whole Lord Voldemort, that which shall not be named, so that we can all live in peace and harmony and go back to high-fiving or fist bumping or whatever that we're not allowed to do right now. You know what a buzzkill that is? You know how many people that I high-five or give the big exaggerated handshake to or fist bump or give the big elbow to in a day? Too many to count. That is like the joy in my life, and it has been taken from me. So let's find a cure for this frickin' thing so that we can get back to normal. Please and thank you. Whoever's out there, whoever's watching this, if you know somebody that's working on this or know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody, let's get a cure for this thing. Let's get this like some normalcy back, please. Again, let me know in the comments what you think. Let me know what's going on. Let me know how what you think of the jobs report. Do you buy that? Do you think it's as great as it's being reported? Do you think a lot of it just has to do with the fact that a lot more places reopened in June, which kind of can skew the numbers there? I don't know. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Make sure, again, elbow drop that like button. Subscribe if you have not already. I will be probably Friday or Saturday reshooting that failed special edition of Driving Up Stocks that I tried to put out last week, and it just, everything I tried failed on that thing. I just could not get it to upload, and I was struggling to even get part of it to play back. So I don't know what happened to that, but we'll get that reshot and get that thing uploaded. Get you guys a little bit special material to get you through your 4th of July weekend. So until then, as far as the Robinhood updates go, we will see you Monday. Let you know markets are closed on Friday. Don't forget, markets are closed. Cryptocurrencies, though, those trade round the clock, so that's why we're not going to report on the end of the week now, because we might have some action on the cryptos. So until then, be safe this weekend. Thank you for joining us while we're driving up stocks. Take care.